Want to capture low light photos like this? Well, here are 3 tips to help you out. Tip number 1, you're gonna wanna use the fastest lens possible. You're gonna wanna use a minimum of 2.8, but the lower you can go, the better. Now, this doesn't mean you're always gonna shoot at the lowest aperture. There will be situations where you want more in focus, but it's good to have that option. Number 2, you wanna try to use a full frame camera. Now, this isn't a knock to crop sensors. Crop sensor cameras can be just as good, but it is just a scientific fact that the larger your sensor is, the more light it's going to be able to bring in. So having that larger sensor is how you can get away with using f2.8 glass, whereas with a crop sensor, you're going to want a round f1.4 glass, and you're going to have a harder time keeping your subject in focus. And lastly, don't be afraid to use a slightly slower shutter speed than you think. If you're trying to completely freeze your image in time with a fast shutter speed, that is less time for your sensor to gather light. Use a slightly slower shutter speed. It's going to bring in more light, and you'll be able to use that movement to your advantage to get some creative looks.